M0FXB, welcome to my channel and my videos on the ICOM ID-52. 0FXB, so we're going to have to do the firmware on this because at the moment we're on firmware 1.10. If we turn it off and turn it on, 1.10 is written on the screen, so that's no good. So let's turn it off. And I've got an SD card here, it's 32 GB. And I've formatted it in my computer. So let's just put it in there. Like so. No, wrong side. So it's this side. I know I already opened the flap, that's the funny thing. So, not sure which way around it goes yet, so we'll just carefully put it in this way around. And it feels good. And we want it to give that satisfying sort of click. And it is in there. So let's turn it on and you'll see the 1.10 appear here. 1.10. So that's no good. So we need to get the firmware on the SD card. So the first thing to do is to actually format it in the radio. So let's do that. We'll go menu. Look for SD card. Can't see nothing there. So we'll go set, and we'll scroll down. We're looking for SD card. SD card, third from the bottom. Select that. We're not going to load. We want to format it. So format, mounting SD card. Oh, what it is, it's saying I've only just put the SD card in. So let's just go menu. Let's let it. See, it's flashing at the top there, so we'll wait until that stops flashing and then we'll format it. Right, it stopped flashing, so we just go menu, set, SD card, click format. It gives you that message. You just click yes and it formats. There you go, that's it, and then we'll click unmount, same message, click yes, unmount complete, and we can turn it off now, and then we can take it out. We do need tweezers, so turn it around, get my hands out of the way so you can see. Just flip it down, make sure it's off, then you sort of push it so it clicks. Wish I could see it. Big fat fingers. Right, it clicked. And just remember which way round it goes and don't ever force it in. If it's not going in easy, you've got it the wrong way round. So open it out and just slide it out. Look, the sort of gold bits facing to the front. Just remember that. Okay, and now we're going to get it to our PC and we're going to get the firmware files on this SD card. And what should have happened is when I formatted it, it should have put actually thinking about it, I wonder if it's worth saving settings first, then I know the files are on there. I might do that now, so I'm going to put it back in. So it's off, we know which way around it goes. There you go. I'm going to turn it back on like so. Okay, Steven Spielberg does it like this. Right, it's not flashing, that's good. So we go menu, set, SD card, and we're gonna let's go up high SD. We're gonna save settings, new file. Yes, and the reason I'm doing that is to make sure that all the files that are on this radio work, because you have like 5 different files and one of them's a firmware file. There you go. And then when we do the firmware, go scroll down and look, firmware update, and it will look for the file. See that? But the fact that it's doing that and it's giving me those messages means that it's gonna, you know, the SD card is working good. M0FXB, right, so we're at the PC now. We put the SD card in, the little mini SD card from the ID-52. It's been formatted and we've even saved settings to it. And so here it is here. So then we've gone to this link, I'll put it in the description, of the Japanese firmware, which is 1.20. And it says that it's basically adding the band scope function and additional features related to that. So let's download it and send it to a file. So we'll go agree and we'll download that firmware. Give it a minute to download. Right, and that's filled, so we'll just click it and we'll extract it to a file that I just created called 52 firmware. So let's click extract, let's find it, 52 firmware, we'll click OK. Right, hopefully that's done that already. So now we need to get it into this file. So let me just find it a minute. Right, I found it, so it's on my desktop. So right click, firmware, 52 firmware, right click, send to, and then we're going to select the USB-E drive, like so. Okay, there you go. Then we're just going to go and have a look and see if it's there. We're not really sure if it is or if it isn't. We definitely sent it there. We're going to have a quick look. In the end, I've decided to pinch this file called data1 HDR. I'm going to move it up into the actual thing. Let's see if the radio detects it. I noticed another thing. Yeah, it is. It's the the free sort of programming software, so that's fine. That's a separate video. Right, let's put this SD card in our radio and see what happens. So we'll unmount it. So we'll right click, we'll select eject, and let's take it up there. See you in a bit. Okay, we're back at the radio. I'm going to put the SD card back in while it's off. Carefully, just slide it in carefully. Just in there. And we're hoping that what I've put in it will detect. So let's turn it on. Then we're going to go take the antenna off. I don't really like it to sort of receive. Actually, looking at it, the battery's a bit low. I'm going to put a full battery in it. Let's just turn it off again. SD card in the radio, so we're going to go menu, set, SD card, firmware update. You accept the warnings, you click yes, it'll do a backup for you automatically, and if we've got the correct file, it will see it in its search for firmware. So let's see. There you go, and there's the file. So we'll select it and we'll click yes. Checking file, loading. So this basically is the latest firmware, and it gives you the sort of their best version of a waterfall scope and other scope type selections. Updating the main CPU. I have made sure we've got quite a full battery on this. Let's give it a go. Of course, you should never turn the radio off when it's doing this. It's got a lot of work to do, hasn't it? So you know, it's the 2nd of July 2021. You still can't get this radio in the UK. We'll just pause it until it ends. Okay, still flashing away. Converting setting data takes up to 20 seconds. So yeah, it's quite a nervous couple of minutes. Rebooting. There it is, 1.20 here. So that's it. So I'll see if I can see the firmware. We'll go, you know, the waterfall, we'll go menu. There it is there. Scope. Okay, and I think you have to have single screen to have a proper scope. So let's go. Very nice. So let's do that. We need some activity there. Let's put the antenna back on. That always helps. Turn it up. Look at that. That is smart, isn't it? I know it's quite basic,
You
but
can see them doing it with an AnyDisk program. If you have AnyDisk on your computer at all, and give them the contact numbers, they can
there you
put it
go.
inside your machine.
First person outside of Japan in the world to do the firmware update on the ICOM ID-52 M0FXB Southwest UK. 7.3, all the best. Thanks very much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it and you find it helpful, please hit that like button and subscribe. 7.3, all the best.